Hey y'all, I just wanted to jump on here and do a quick video about how I feel about America and white supremacy. I just feel like it's this untold rule that as long as you're a white supremacist, then there will be no consequences for your views or what you do. Um, there's this new thing about Matt Gates being a let's just call it what it is, a pedophile. They're saying allegedly did something with a 17-year-old girl. Now, he isn't the first white pedophile. Um, there's this Epstein character. I guess Treasonous Trump had dealings with Epstein. Treasonous Trump, I think, in the beginning of his run for presidency, he had at least 19 women coming on his debates, said he sexually assaulted them, and he still was allowed to govern. Then you had his first wife, Treasonous Trump's first wife, said that he um raped her, and he still was allowed to govern. I don't listen to what people say. I look at people's actions, and still being allowed to govern, people still knowing that you even came out your mouth and said you grab women by the pussy and they let you when you're famous. Um, and still voted for you to this day, still will say I support treasonous Trump. Um, to me, that's just showing you America reveres racists. You can go in any state in the 50 states that we have in America and find racist statues, people who had slaves, people who were racist, known racists. We have memorabilia for them. Why? 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 Because America reveres its racists. How many times do we have to see unarmed African American children, women, and men being shot dead by white race soldiers posing as cops? And no penalties, no charges. They just keep their jobs or they get transferred. Let's talk about that too. I want to talk about how everybody's always saying how when somebody does something wrong, they get canceled. There's this cancel culture. There's this cancel culture going on. Cancel culture isn't a thing for white people. I'm not going to say that. Cancel culture isn't a thing for white racist people. They don't get penalized for being racist. They don't. Um, let's just take Paula Dean for instance. Yeah, they get inconvenienced. They don't get penalized. Paula Dean said she wanted to have a slave wedding, a plantation style wedding, and she was calling her employees niggers. Now she got caught, and everybody said, we're canceling Paula Dean, we're canceling Paula Dean. And she did. She got canceled for about 2 months. Now she has her own shopping network like Oprah. Where's the penalty there? The guy who does the Papa John's the food, whatever, the pizza, he got caught saying nigger. And what happened to him? He hired Shaq. What a disgrace. Shaq is the worst. Anytime an unarmed African American woman or child gets shot dead, where is Shaq? Where is he at to say this is wrong? We have to do something about police brutality. Where is Shaq? You'll never hear him saying nothing about that, but I promise you, you'll hear him defending a police officer. Though. I promise you. And I'm not saying I'm against policing. I'm not. I definitely think we have to have some type of law enforcement, but the law enforcement that we got, it is no good. None. It all stems from slave catchers, and that's what it is. I mean, it's good for the people who they don't brutalize and kill, but for people who look like me, oh, they're a problem. They're a problem. That's why I say we must abolish and reinvent. Dead ass. But yeah, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. Then you got this Matt Gates character. Everyone's saying, oh, he slept with a child or he did something with a child. Elvis. How old was Elvis when he started messing with his wife? How old was his wife? Everybody talk about R. Kelly, R. Kelly, R. Kelly. But Elvis was the first one who did some shit like that. Before Aaliyah, there was Elvis's wife. Okay? Now do the research on that and see how old she was. Another white person who gets a racist white person who gets away with no penalties. None. Woody Allen married his daughter, left his wife and married his daughter. Is he locked up? Kevin Spacey. They said he was molesting people on set or molesting guys. What's the penalties for that? He's another white man, no problem. We don't care. It's just ridiculous. Roger Ailes, he sexually assaulted a lot of women allegedly at Fox News. You know what happened to him before he passed on? He wasn't locked up. He wasn't charging. Judge Kavanaugh had a woman come out before she was even elected to be the judge and said that he raped her. What is the penalty? Was he allowed to just become the judge knowing that he had a pending rape accusation out there? Yes. Yes. But they will harp on R. Kelly. They will harp on Bill Cosby. It's, to me, I don't understand how black people could join that bandwagon. I say free Bill Cosby. Free Bill Cosby. 50 women gonna come out and say that he sexually assaulted them. Do y'all not know how Bill Cosby looked back in the day? Bill Cosby was fine. And as to my knowledge, he was the only black comedian getting bread. So you mean to tell me this fine ass black rich man was molesting people? He didn't have to. They was throwing the punani at him, I'm sure. I'm sure. But y'all want to arrest Bill Cosby and let treasonous Trump just run this, just do whatever. Do whatever. What's the difference between what's the difference in allegations between treasonous Trump and Bill Cosby? They saying the same things. So why is one locked up and one not? It's just ridiculous. Excuse me, I got my black and mild. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It's annoying. It's depressing is what it is. It's depressing. It's depressing. And now they're talking about some Georgia law that's outrageous, and I'm trying to keep up with that, but quite frankly, I really don't understand it. But every time I turn around, it's just something else. And then George Floyd, you know, my I was at work and we were watching the George Floyd case, and my client's wife was like, she's Caucasian, and she says, well, he's probably talking about the police officer who sat on George or kneeled on George's neck for almost 10 minutes. She's gonna say, oh, he's gonna get off because George was resisting. George was resisting. Did you not see how many people came to the Capitol January 6, 2021? And they was doing more than just resisting. They came there to hang somebody. That's what they came there for. They was chanting it. And you mean to tell me the police handled those insurrectioners the same way they handled George Floyd? It's just ridiculous. And I say this because it bothers me, because I know she's not the only person who feels like that. You know, there's a different set of rules. I don't know who the guy was, but there was some white politician. He came out and he fucked up and said, yeah, I wasn't scared of the insurrectioners that came out January 6th, 2021. I would have been scared if they were Black Lives Matter. He just came out and said it. He just came right out and said it, which I appreciated, though, because I prefer my races to be overt and covert. Dead ass. I do. Let me know what your ass is all about so I can know to stay far away from you. You feel me? Like I don't want nobody all up in my face smiling, cheesing, and grinning. And for real, you know you hate me just because of the color of my skin or my sexual preference. I don't want you around me like that. Bitch, stay over there. I'm good. So yeah, it's just really, really unfortunate that this world is the way that it is. It is. And I keep on saying how I'm almost 40. I'll be 38 this year. And I keep saying when I turn 40, I'm going to have a child. But do I really want to bring a child into this world? Where can it go? He or she go? Where can we move that being black wouldn't be a crime? Where? You can't go to China. And then that's another thing. They talking about black people need to support Asians because stop Asian hate. Stop Asian hate. Do y'all not know that Asians have been some of the most disrespectful people when they set up shop in these African American communities? Do y'all not know that they beat the women? They don't do it to the men. They know better. But do you not know that when women go into these stores on their own, that they beat these women? There's video after video of these nail salons or hair beauty supply owners beating black women. But you want us to support Asians. Did you see that Asian man, Officer Tao, the way he was treating um George Floyd and the people in the crowd, the African Americans in the crowd? Did you see that? How Officer Tao do you think he was an ally? Would you call that an ally to the African American community? Or did he try to take on a white supremacist role like they do? Because white supremacy affects every community, whether you're Asian, Indian, uh, African American, whatever. White supremacy affects it. There's colorism in every community. You understand what I'm saying? And all colorism is trying to be closer to whiteness. That's all that is. You understand me? And these Asians definitely suffer from it. They take all kind of bleaching creams when they're dark, and some of the dark Asians are some of the most beautiful people on this planet. I forgot what they're called. I think they call them a hafu when you're half black and half Asian. For a long time they hated on them, but now they got I think the first Asian, what is it, Miss America, but in China that one is a hafu. She's half black and half Asian. I'm probably not. Let me stop saying the term that they use, but I don't know because I don't know if that's the real term that they use. But yeah, they're some of the most beautiful people. Anne Marie, just one thing that got me tripping. Remember that? Yeah, she was beautiful, half Asian, dark skin. She was gorgeous. The girl on Housewives of Atlanta, I can't think of her name. Stunning. She was Medusa. That's one of my favorite. I love Medusa. Medusa and Lilith, I love them. I relate to them on such a passionate level. First of all, I'm sure Medusa, the story of Medusa, was stolen from African mythology, but I digress. But I just always resonated with Medusa. Medusa was a beautiful, beautiful person at one point, and she was raped. She was raped by Poseidon. And after she was raped, she went to the goddess Athena and she prayed to her. Said, Athena, I was raped. Please avenge me. Please help me. Give me strength. And Athena looked at her with disgust and said, I'm gonna turn you into a gorgon, I think it's called. And we have Medusa. So Medusa basically is a sexual assault survivor. You understand what I'm saying? Who was demonized by the person who she chose to worship. So I think the story of Medusa is so sad. And as far as Lilith is concerned, I love Lilith because Lilith didn't conform. I don't conform. Um, Lilith didn't conform. She was supposed to be Adam's, like Eve. She was supposed to be his wife, and Lilith said, "We're equals. Ain't nobody about to be subordinate to you. We equals." And he was like, "No, we're not." So she was banished. She was the first independent woman. Okay? That's what I got from Lilith. The first. So I'm very independent. There's a little bit of fishiness about me. I understand that. But I'm very independent and I don't really rely on no man. And if I did, it would be about now let me stop because I already married for money. I'm not gonna do that again. So I always said the next time I get married it will be for love, not for money. But yeah, I just really wanted to get on here and touch on how America loves white supremacists. They really, really do. The Sharon Osbourne thing, everybody's talking about. Oh, they fired Sharon. No, they didn't. Trust me, they didn't fire Sharon for being racist. They didn't. They didn't. They might fire her for supporting some black stuff, but they're not gonna fire her for being racist. No, they chopped her out. A fierce settlement, I'm sure, and she's going to be transferred. Fox News will hire her. She's going to be right on Fox News. She gonna be good. She gonna be good. Piers Morgan for saying that racist stuff that he's been saying his entire career. He's gonna be good. They took him off of that show. He's probably gonna end up with his own network. You understand what I'm saying? This country reveres racists. Racists do not get penalized; they get transferred. That's what happens. Okay. Now my black ass, they will try to mute me. They will fire me. They will do all of that to me. But they not gonna fire no racists. They not. Not for being racist towards no black people. You certainly not. Not with the history that this country and black people have. Miss me with that. They act like they do something or they act like they care. They don't care. They don't. They really, really don't. It is really, really sad. It is disgusting because it's 2021 and we're still dealing with the same stuff that we've been dealing with since we came off the boat, since y'all kidnapped us off of Africa. Okay? It's the same shit, different toilet. It really, really is. And it's disgusting that we're still going through this. We're still going through it. But I'm all about solutions. And I think that what we really need to do is we need to be more united first of all. We don't need to be like I always say there is no light skin, dark skin, you're phenotypically white but you're black. There is no you're gay, you're trans, you're there is none of that. You're black. That's what you are. And I think once we can do that, we're gonna do so much more. We're gonna do so much more, because we're not going to be so divided. I think that's what they did to us. White people, when they took us off that boat, they gave us all these different classes and divisions. And I think that's the problem. We got to get past that. We really, really do. Because we are really, really behind. And in order to get caught up, we're going to have to stick together. That's it. That's the only way. So remember, like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all on the next one.